Hello friends, property is a big component of our overall wealth, and property is not only an indicator of financial progress and financial affluence, but also owning a home in itself gives us a huge amount of emotional security. At the same time, property is also a very good tool as a passive investment, and no wonder they say that landlords become rich even while they sleep. And so, would it not be great in case we could know from our horoscope? We could use astrology to find out which are the good periods regarding property in our horoscope. So, let us try to find those out today. And in today's case, we are taking the example of an Aries ascendant. In the Aries ascendant, number 1 is written in the first house. And to look at the property, we must see the fourth house. The fourth house of a horoscope indicates property, but the fourth house only shows that something regarding property is going to happen. Either the property will be bought, or it can be sold, or it can be taken on rent, or it can be given on rent. Also, the property can be a land, it can be a house, it can be a flat, an apartment, it can be a commercial property like a factory or a shop. In addition, the property can be an old property, a new property, a reused property, and when we purchase a property, it could be by paying the entire amount in lump sum, or by paying in installments, or by taking a loan from the property, or by getting the property in inheritance. So all these things, when they will happen, the horoscope tells us, and it's very easy to find from the horoscope when all these things will happen. Primarily, the fourth house will indicate the property, the 11th house will indicate the gain of property. It basically indicates gain, profit to a person. The third house, which is 12th from the fourth house, that is, it is before the fourth house, indicates some problem or selling of the property. The 8th house will indicate again some issues in the property. 6th house indicates the loan, and 12th house indicates a person buying a property in installments or losing a property. So when we are looking at the horoscope, we must see where is the fourth lord, which is moon in this case, placed in the entire horoscope in all the houses. When we look at that placement, it tells us something about the property. And second, we must know what are the planets which are placed in this house. So we must look at these two factors critically. And the third thing is that Mars is the significator or karak of property in every horoscope. Why? Because Hanumanji represents Mars, and Hanumanji is supposed to be the son of Mother Earth, and Earth is all about land. And so therefore Mars becomes a significator of property in a horoscope. And so we must look at the condition of the Mars also in the horoscope, and once we know which are the planets which are gainful to us so far as property is concerned, then it is very easy to find out their periods, dasha antardasha, in which those planets will get activated, and we can make the best use of those periods. And lastly, once we also know about these planets and their effects which are good for us regarding the property, then we should do the remedies, upay or precaution for these planets so that we get the best results so far as property is concerned. And I will talk about the remedies, precautions at the end of the video. So let us take a look at the horoscope and the fourth lord. The fourth lord, moon. In case moon is placed in the first house, that means a person will be very attached to his home. He will be very attached to his property. He will make a lot of efforts to make his house a happy house. And this position is good for the horoscope regarding the property. In case moon is placed in the second house, in this house moon becomes exalted and becomes very strong to give good results, and in this case the person will utilize his money to purchase a property. In case moon is placed in the third house, as I said earlier, is 12th to the fourth house, and therefore denies the fourth house or causes obstacles. So there will be obstacles in buying a property, or the person may sell the property during this period. When moon is placed in the fourth house, moon has come to its own sign. and becomes once again very strong to give the results regarding the property. In case moon in this condition is connected to Saturn, in that case the person will purchase a property during this period. When moon is placed in the fifth house is the house of our children, amusement, going out, outings, artistic things, and therefore placement of moon in this house indicates that the person may buy a property for his children or a property which may be regarding investments, amusements, like buying an amusement park, an art gallery, or these kind of things. When moon is placed in the sixth house indicates loans, and therefore this person will procure a property through loans during the period when moon is active. When moon is placed in the seventh house is the house of our partnership, legal partnership or marriage. So it indicates that the person may procure a property as a part of his business, or he may procure a property for his marriage, after his marriage, or for his wife. When moon, the lord of the fourth house, is placed in the eighth house, now here moon becomes neech or debilitated, and so the condition of neech bhang yoga or cancellation of debilitation must be checked in this case. Even then, even if the debilitation is taking place, it will still indicate problems regarding the property. That means a person may sell his property during this period. Also, the eighth house also indicates receiving lump sum of money when we lose someone, such as through insurance, legacy, inheritance, etc. So here if it is connected to Saturn, in that case, the person will receive a property in legacy or inheritance, or he may buy a property when he receives a lump sum from life insurance policies and these type of things. When moon is placed in the ninth house indicates religion, long distance. So the person may purchase a property during this period which may be quite far away from his house or where he is staying, and which may involve him to do a long travel to reach that property. Also, the property may be connected to religion, such as buying a land for religious activities such as making a temple, etc. Or it can be connected to education, like investing in a property for a school, college, etc. When moon is placed in the 10th house, moon has come opposite its own sign and becomes detrimental. And here moon is likely to give a lot of ups and downs over as property is concerned for this person. However, this combination when the fourth lord is placed in the 10th house also indicates that the person may get property through inheritance. And since moon represents mother, it is likely that the mother of the person may give some property to the person. When moon is placed in the 11th house is the house of profits, gains, wish fulfillment of a person, and it indicates that the person will purchase a property or procure a property during this period. When moon is placed in the 12th house is the house of losses, weakness. At the same time, 12th house also indicates a person purchasing a property through installments or a person repaying a loan. So we have to see the horoscope very critically in this case. In case the Dashantar Dasha is connected to the 8th house or Mangal, in that case the person is likely to sell his property. Also, if it is connected to Mercury, in that case the person is likely to sell his property. However, in case it is connected to Saturn, in that case the person will buy a property using the method of installment for payment of the property. Now let us look at the other planets. What the rest of the planets are going to do when they are placed in the 4th house. When Sun is placed here, Sun is the lord of the 5th house. And Sun represents father, government. Being the lord of the 5th house, it represents our children, our amusements. And so the person is likely to purchase a property for his children, for amusement, from his father, the person may get a property, or the property that he purchases may be connected to the government, or he may purchase the property from the government, or he may procure the property with government help. When Mars is placed in the 4th house, Mars is the lord of the 1st house and the 8th house. Now here the person will make a lot of effort to procure property. He will make a lot of effort, he will be attached to his home. However, the 8th house indicates some kind of obstacles over his property procurement is concerned. But we must remember that Mars in itself is an significator of property or karak of property. And in this house, in the sign of Cancer, Mars becomes niche. But because Mars is in a Kendra house, therefore an automatic niche bhang yoga or cancellation of debilitation takes place. So in this case, the person is likely to purchase a land or a factory. Most likely, he will get some kind of property in inheritance or as a legacy, or he can also purchase a property when he gets a lump sum money from his policies like life insurance, etc. When Mercury is placed in the 4th house, Mercury is the lord of the 3rd house, which denies property, and Mercury is the lord of the 6th house, which indicates taking a loan or legal issues. And so, when Mercury is connected, we must critically check if the Dasha Antardasha is connected to 12th or 8th houses. In case the Dasha Antardasha is connected to the bad houses, in that case, the person will lose his property or sell his property, and there may be legal cases regarding the property. However, if it is connected to the 11th house or Saturn, in that case we will find that the person will procure a property by taking a loan. However, in this overall period, the person will sell a property also and buy a property also. In case Jupiter is placed in this house, Jupiter is now in its sign of exaltation or becomes Uch. And so Jupiter becomes very strong to give the results regarding the property. However, Jupiter is the lord of the 9th house and the 12th house. Now 9th house is far away and the 12th house is weakness, foreign, abroad, hospital. And so Jupiter in this case is likely to give the property to a person which may be connected to religion, a temple, for example, or buying a land for a temple, or the property may be quite far away from his house because Jupiter is indicating long travels as well as foreign, or the property may be connected to a hospital. The property that the person will buy is likely to have a lot of air in it, a huge property which will be very airy. In case Venus is placed in the 4th house, Venus is the lord of the 2nd house and the 7th house. Venus is also the significator of beauty. So the person is likely to procure a very beautiful house or property, and he will buy it with his own money. And because it is connected to the 7th house, which is our legal partnerships, wife, marriage, etc. So it could happen that the person in this case may use his money to invest in property or real estate as a part of his business, or he may use his money to procure a property after marriage for his wife. When Saturn is placed in the 4th house, Saturn in this horoscope is the lord of the 10th house and the lord of the 11th house. 11th house indicates wish fulfillment, gains, profits, and this is a very good combination in the horoscope. But Saturn by itself is a significator of delays and denials, and Saturn, when it comes in this house, is opposite its own sign of Capricorn and becomes detrimental. So Saturn is likely to give some kind of delays, some kind of obstacles regarding procuring the property. The property may not be as big as the person wants. The property may not be a brand new property. It can be an old property, especially with broken stairs. And the property can also be obtained through inheritance. Having seen all these planets in the 4th house, overall, if we look at the horoscope, we must remember once again that the 4th house and the 11th house become very important so far as property is concerned, and Moon is the lord of the 4th house and Saturn is the lord of the 11th house. So we want the Moon and Saturn to be active in any kind of dasha antardasha in case we want to purchase a property. And so we must do the remedies of these two planets. So in case you want best results regarding property in your horoscope on Mondays, go to Lord Shivji's temple and pray to Lord Shivji. And as a lifetime precaution, always respect your mother, and especially on Mondays, take her blessings. The third remedy is once again a lifetime precaution, which is never to waste water, milk or rice in your entire life. On Saturdays, pray to Lord Shanidev, and as a lifetime precaution, because Shanidev represents the wish fulfillment, profit gains in this horoscope, you should avoid having non-veg and drinks during this period. So I hope you would have grasped the basics of how to look at the property in Aries Ascendant horoscope. See you in the next video. Thank you.